They forgot that, yes, as we're doing their activities, we're doing ours too. We're getting ready. We're spreading the board and waking one person at a time. And we were not just sitting around and watching their progress. We were doing progress too, just like Brzezinski said in one of their secret meetings. They were bothered with this new level of consciousness, awareness in in the globe as whole, and they know what's going on. That's why they're so nervous. As you can see, they're nervous. They're really nervous because they're doing stupid things that that they usually wouldn't do that. And as you know, their mentality is based on reptilian mentality. Um, I don't want to get into that. I'm not applying that they're, reptile descendants, but I'm just saying their mentality is reptilian mentality. What does it mean? Reptilian mentality is based on overreacting and reaction. Basically, they react, they don't act. They don't think and act, they react. That's why even their army, their police is based on that. You know, it's a very, very um, famous statement that they say first we attack and then uh, we find out what we attacked, basically. So first they destroy and then they find out why they destroyed it. It's very common, like in police force, in military, they say that. They don't want to study that thing, just like um, a reptile, a serpent or a snake. Uh, or any kind of reptilian, you know, crocodile or something like that. As you must have noticed, they just attack. They don't care. They don't know if you were wanted to get close enough to actually help them. Uh, so they have the same mentality, basically. Uh, yeah, they don't know that we have been getting ready too. We have our own stuff going on, and because our actions is based on wisdom, and it's not based on calculations and sacred geometry and this and that. They're going to be very surprised because know they don't know what we want to do. What are we up to? Um, so that's the part haven't uh, they haven't thought about. So we are getting united around the world. It's not just United States, but United States is very important. Uh, I don't know if you have seen the movie um, Lord of the Ring. Lord of the Rings. The last movie. You see the only way that they could uh, win that war was going back to the Middle Earth. And United States today is that Middle Earth. Because if you notice, they forged that ring in Middle Earth. And what was that ring? The ring symbolized it symbolizes the greed, the human greed, and the human weakness for basically not the really wealth and abundance, but really for um, power, you know, control. Excuse me. So the only way that they could get rid of that condition, that corrupted human spirit, was going back to the place that ring was created. And today, the Middle Earth is United States. Um, you might want to say why United States, because United States actually exported this idea of basically abundance means having more money, and it doesn't matter uh, how you get it. You can lie to people and have the babies that smoke cigarettes and say, hey, actually, and bring a doctor who is smoking cigarettes and saying, hey, it's good for you. The end result is important. It doesn't matter how you do it. So United States, unfortunately, has been the pioneer in that kind of mentality around the world, because I know wherever United States goes, I mean, uh, they take this mentality with them, and change the face of that country, which has roots to the ancient wisdom. They changed the face of let's say Bhutan. Let's say Bhutan was a country in south of China, next to Tibet and Nepal. They didn't have, a few years ago, they didn't even have electricity. They didn't have, which is, you think is bad. Yeah, I totally understand, but that's such a rich culture also, that sometimes you wouldn't be, uh, you know, their conditions, because they were free of lots of uh, emotional baggage that we have, anxiety, depression, and things like that, and feeling like empty. They were totally spiritually rich and abundant, and their nature was untouched, meaning their environment was totally untouched. Now go back because of this, uh, the unfortunately the mental uh, exploitation. Uh, they're not like that anymore. Yeah, they have been exposed to lots of things through satellite and TV and things, media, and they are not the same people as I knew them, and they're getting corrupted gradually. So, yeah, this is it. This is the time. Even though the globalists and the elitists, and those men behind the closed doors, calculated everything based on their esoteric knowledge that would happen uh, in December of 2012. And they're going to do anything that they have in their power to show you that, you know, we were right. And you would think, oh, okay, this is out of my control. I don't have any control. Mayans predicted that, and this is happening. The Armageddon is happening now. I tell you what, this is like the biggest lie in the history of mankind. There is no such thing as the end. The end could come anytime. It could come right now. It could, maybe a planet would go out of its axis and just hit the earth, right now as I'm talking to you. So it doesn't matter if you and I rely on such thing. We shouldn't even work. We shouldn't even get out of our houses. But that's not what is going to happen. As a matter of fact, we turn around their plan against them and will show them that yes, this is the end day, but not our end day, it's actually yours. You are going to be extincted just like dinosaurs. And they are dinosaurs. They're mental dinosaurs. The way that they think is based on scarcity. It's based on, uh, like I said, reaction, and it's not based on the thought process. Because we human being, what is the difference between me and a lion, you know, or a snake? I think, and I have the consciousness. So, and I'm a conscious being. That's the difference. That's the difference. And I need to go further than being a human being. And this is part of evolution, and go beyond that, being a human being. But what they're trying to say is not only we should have a devolution instead of evolution, and they want to basically ask us to go back to even animal state, But no, uh, we're done with that. This is time for us to even go further and become overman and woman. So, in order to do that, is you're not gonna be able to do that through the fear vibration. You cannot do that because our world is made of vibrations. Our world is made of, uh, basically these frequencies and, wavelengths. And just like, radio waves, uh, well, you cannot see them or hear them until you, turn the knob or, put the button, the tune button. Uh, then you can actually listen to your favorite show or program, music. So you need to turn your body uh, vibration by changing your mentality. Once you change your mentality, it's just like, turning the knob, the tune knob. And once you do that, instead of hearing these things that you see that you're in control, you have no control, and they do whatever they want, you see something else. You see your true self, which is totally free. You are free. You are freedom, and you can do whatever you want. So, but they basically don't want you to know that. So, uh, hence they create chaos. They create wars, stage wars, and artificial scarcity to make you feel that you have no choice. You're in prison. Yes, of course, as long as your mentality is like that, you are in prison. You're their prisoners. But as soon as, maybe you cannot change this shenanigan, but as soon as you change your mentality, you know, you change the whole thing that you see because you're going to the next level of life. And as you know, I always say two statements that they're ancient statements. I told you that the man behind the closed doors believe in as above, so below. So that's why they're doing these things based on celestial movements and things like that. But there is another thing, and the statement is as within, so without, meaning uh, you change yourself, you change, uh, you know, yourself internally, you're gonna change lots of changes externally. So, and vice versa. If basically, there are times that we are influenced by the outside world, and it's so huge. The changes are so huge. Uh, we lose what we have, and that is our control, and that's what become of us. During these last, I would say, 10 years since 9/11, and beyond that also World War I, World War II, and but recently the good example is 9/11. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, of course, the war with Iran is imminent, but it doesn't matter. We can turn that against them. Yeah, they want to make this chaotic situation, and maybe you and I uh, don't have power to stop it or change it, but we have one thing, and we can change our mentality. Change your mentality and change your life. Once you do that, once you gear from the fear vibration to love vibration, and once you basically gear from the this immobility vibration to mobility vibration, you can see lots of changes. You can see that these people are just like that paper dragon that Chinese move around during their New Year, and at the end, it's nothing. It's just paper and just burn right in front of your eyes. That's the message right there. I mean, if you have seen Chinese New Year rituals and celebrations, it's exactly the message is right there. So don't worry. Uh, Keep your eyes open. Don't get into the fear mongering messages that you see on TV. Of course, you need to do some physical things. I'm not just saying that you should go inside of yourself and do nothing about things. Of course, you're going to question your congressman. Of course, you're going to question your city hall people that what's going on? Why are we going to war with Iran? I haven't done enough wars yet.